Hello, Legacy Church family. Um, Quick surprise for my dear friend and brother, Pastor John. Just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate you. Me, personally, how much I appreciate you. And I'm thankful for the ministry that you have there at Legacy Church. What a great group of followers of Christ that are there with you. I will continue to pray for you for the years to come, that He may continue to lead and guide you in the way He'd have you go. But thank you for your commitment and your heart. Can't stand this team you claim, though. No pun intended. But I did want to make sure that I told you how much I appreciate you being on the battlefield, day in, day out, your commitment to His people. And I look forward to walking beside you all the way. God bless you, my brother.
So I'm thankful because I think communication is really lost in this world, especially with men, And I love that we did that little thingy, and it did like the 5 love languages, and both of our top love language was words of affirmation. I love that we have that in common, and that when we go on road trips, we don't pay the radio because we talk and we enjoy. You're a good listener and all that stuff. And I love the way you call me sweet names, and then I know you love me like Lucretia and Tanzania, Felix, and LaSquasha, and Skippy, and my new favorite, Rainbow Bright. Oh, and let's not forget Stubby. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Hey, John and Lisa. Just wanted to say I love you guys. Thank you for all the work that you do inside that church. Thank you for the body. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your wisdom and your friendship and your guidance.
Hi, Mr. John. We just want to say thank you so much for everything that you have done for us. You've been a true blessing to us. We miss you. We love you.
Miss you. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, John and Lisa. I just wanted to let you know that I'm very thankful for both of you for guiding us in the way that God would want you to guide us, and for including me into your family, having me be a part of that. And I just enjoy the knowledge that you speak to us. I love you guys' hearts, and I love the way that you just make this church family just want to be together. Also, legacy means to me, just knowing that we are a family. I mean, that's the biggest thing to me. But thank you for everything.
What legacy means to me? Stepping out of my comfort zone and doing videos like this. But family. Legacy's been more of a family than my own, and I'm very grateful for that. All the friendships I have built over the last 5 years that we've been going, and knowing that I have a whole support system of people I can count on.
Basically, Legacy is like my second home. Everybody there is like my friends and my family, and they love me and treat me well, and that's what Legacy means to me. It's like my family, my other home.
Hi, John. I understand that it's Pastor Appreciation Week, and I'd just like to let you know that as far as I'm concerned, every time that I come to church and listen to you speak, I'm so moved because you take the word of the Lord and you put it into everyday language, which is very, very refreshing. If more clergy did it the way you do, I think we'd see more people in church every Sunday. I really miss your Saturday night services. Eva and I always enjoyed going to them, and I understand why you stopped. But I just want you to know that you're appreciated, and it shouldn't be Pastor Appreciation Week. We should appreciate our pastor every day.
Wonderful to see you folks. We want to say that since we've met you, our lives have changed for the better. We have a strong faith, we have a strong church, and it's because of John and Lisa. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Love ya.
Good morning, Legacy Church. This is your lone lost college student that y'all raised and shipped out to plant a church. Probably a horrible idea, but anyway, it seems to be working out okay for us. We really appreciate you as a church for really helping us plant But most of all, we appreciate, and I appreciate John Ray for taking time to literally pour into me, to show me what church planting was all about, to encourage me on days when I was ready to walk out the door. Keep in mind, he still does that about 3 mornings a week when I'm still ready to walk out the door. But we're moving forward, and I just want to encourage you guys to just keep moving forward, doing what you're doing, loving on each other, because you have a great leader in John Ray, and I get to hear how much he loves you 3 or 4 times a week. We have breakfast, or we have lunch, or we're just getting together and meeting. And gosh, I hope I love my congregation after being with them for 10 years like John loves you guys. So we'll see. But I appreciate everything you guys have done for Discover Church, done for me personally, and know that we will always be in debt to you guys, and we love you guys very much. John, happy 10 years of being in Legacy Church, brother. I love you, man.
Hi guys, I've got just a minute to talk, but I wanted to make sure that you guys knew what changes have happened in my life just from knowing you. And there are way too many to count, because I would probably take up this whole video and nobody else would be able to talk at all. But one that comes to mind and is kind of funny, I think, and just shows how oblivious I was as to grace and love and mercy, was when we were in Bible study, maybe like 9 years ago or so, and Lisa Ray was my Bible study leader, and I had been Christian for a few months, and I raised my hand in the Bible study and I said, how do I know if this Christian thing like stuck or not? Like, am I doing it right? I mean, am I a Christian or what? How do I know? And so coincidentally that night we went on to learn about the fruits of the Spirit in Galatians 5:22, and I just think it's funny that I just was so used to measuring everything based on success or failure, and that I didn't even think about love and peace and patience and kindness and goodness and long suffering. None of that was even on my radar. So thank you so much for all the time that you've put into all of our families. It's amazing, really, really amazing to think in my family what a difference it's had. And you know, we are Legacy Church, and I think about the legacy of Jackson's family and Griffin's family. Oh, you can't tell, but I'm crying now. But the difference that my behavior and my relationship with Christ has had, and the difference in Shane's behavior and Shane's relationship with Christ, how that affects our boys and their future families. So thank you for all the time you put in into all of our families. We love you.
Thank you, Lisa and John, for inviting me to this church. I just love coming here. I just love being around people, being around families. And y'all inspired me so much in church. And by the way, I got a little surprise for you. Let's go, Clemson.
Hey, John, I just want to say to you that I am so blessed and so happy to have you as my pastor, and you are so appreciated. We've had so many years together, and I'm just so grateful for them all. You've been an inspiration, I think, to this church, and your hard work and dedication is beyond reproach. I just love you and just want to say thank you for everything, and we hope to have many, many more years together. Love you.
Hey Uncle John, it's me, Connor. I know I haven't been to church in a while, but I just want to say that you are the best pastor I've ever listened to. You just speak in ways to where everybody can understand. You can't not only speaking to me personally, but to everybody else, that you have that strong connection whenever you talk about the Lord, and it's just unbelievable. Love you, Uncle John. Bye.
Hey John, this is Jerry Harkle, and my wife Kim. We'd like to thank you for all the good messages that you send out, and we're glad to be a part of it. Thanks.
Good morning, John Ray. It's sunrise time in Surfside. I know I don't look like I should be on camera, but I just want to tell you how much I love and appreciate you and all the work you do to help us draw closer to God. I want you to know that I'm aware of how hard this job is to shepherd a flock, and I just want to thank you for your love and prayers all the time. Know that I pray for you every single morning, you and your family and legacy, that God will keep his hand on you and give you wisdom and discernment as you serve as his hands and feet. I love you, and I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Keep up the good work. Love you.
Hey John Ray, it's Lindy's. It's been about 10 years since I've met you, and at first I was like, man, Lisa's husband, he's really nice, you know. But in that 10 years, I have seen you mold into an amazing pastor, a great teacher of God's Word. I've had a chance to see that you are absolutely the real deal. You are genuine, you are honest, you mean what you say. Sometimes you've had to tell me some difficult things, and it's been hard to hear, but you've been absolutely right. And I thank you for the truth that you do speak over my life, and you are one of my closest friends now. You're one of the ones I call when there's bad stuff happening, and you're one of the first people I call when there's great stuff. And I thank you for that. I thank you that you've given me legacy. I feel like we are just such a family of believers, and I don't think people can understand that until they come in and they get to witness it themselves. But I thank you for what you've done and for answering the call like you have, and for sticking with it even when times have been tough. Because I think God does have a plan for legacy and for all of us as well. So I just want to tell you that I love you. Thank you. Most importantly, I can't believe I almost forgot. You are the first person that told me what it was like to be a Clemson Tiger, and that I would never regret it if I went to a game, and that I never would know what it was like until I got to a Clemson game. So yes, thank you for showing me the light and bringing me in to be a Clemson Tiger fan. That's probably one of the best things. But I do love you.
John, Lisa, just want to say thank you. I love you. John, you have been wonderful in my life. You have been there for me for so many years back. And then, these years since I've been here at Legacy. And Lisa, you're just, your smile just, is infectious. I love you guys.
Remember that one time when that guy came to church and he said that pastor married up? So true! Pastor Plaid!
We're thankful for John and Lisa and the Legacy Church. We look for churches. We've been down here for a little over a year, and we found a home here, and you're one of the main reasons that we feel God's led us here.
Thank you, John.
Hello there, John. Ronnie Bird here. Just want to take a second and tell you how much I appreciate you. You're one of the finest, greatest, most awesome pastors on planet Earth. I'm so thankful that God called you to be the pastor at Legacy Church. I thank you so much for your commitment to that calling. And I thank you that you have an urgency and a commissioning that comes straight from God. Keep up the good work, man. You've done an awesome job taking this church from its very beginning small group and growing it to where it is today. And I know we have a lot of work to do for the kingdom. There's a lot of lost people around us. So keep up the good work. I want to encourage you, and I want to thank you for your faithfulness. And I want you to know that I love you, and I'm praying for you and for the great church that you're building at Legacy. God bless you, man, and have a great Pastor Appreciation Month. And also I want to say thank you to Lisa for being a faithful, loyal, diligent pastor's wife, but even more than that, for being a godly example for motherhood in our lost generation today. God bless you both, and enjoy this wonderful Pastor Appreciation Month. I hope you feel appreciated, because from the bottom of my heart, you certainly are. God bless you both.
Hey John, just want to say hi from the Gray family and tell you thank you so very much for being such a huge part of our lives and for the impact that you've made in our individual lives. You know, we've been through a lot together. You were there when we had our children dedicated to the church. You've been there and seen me through many of my medical crises. You've been there to help support my marriage. You've helped us as parents. You've helped us individually in our walks with the Lord. You've even counseled our children, married our children, baptized our children, and you've just been a tremendous asset to our family. And we just want to say thank you, and we love you, and that we truly are blessed to have you to be a part of our lives.
Hey Bubba, it's Erin, your favorite Georgetown redneck sister. Happy Pastor Appreciation Day. I'm sorry I couldn't be there. Unfortunately, I had to work. But anyways, just wanted to say I love you. I'm so proud of the man that you've become. You are an amazing father, an amazing husband, and an amazing dad. And, the most importantly, an amazing brother to me and Terry. I couldn't ask for anyone better. You've always been there for us. I'll always be here for you. I love you again with all my heart and hope you have a very good day. Love you, Bubba. Mwah.
I love how when you look at me, you think of such great things. Like a troll doll that's where you go, and my hair goes like this. Like this. Troll doll. You love it? Good morning, Lisa Song. Come on.
Hey John, thank you for everything that you've done for me and my family. You've been there for us anytime that we needed you, and we really, really appreciate that, and we love you, and hope you have a great day. Happy Pastor Appreciation Day. Love you. Go Sooners. Woo!
Legacy Church to me means family.
means family of godly people who care about each other and love each other. I've always felt that John was special. God gave us a special boy when he was born. And I've always wondered what God had in store for him. Now I know. It's to lead Legacy Church and to take us in the right direction, to be Christly, loving people. And when he found Lisa, that just added to what they can do with this church. And of course, I love them both. And I know that God has great things in store for him.
Pastor Appreciation Day. For me, every day is Pastor Appreciation Day. For my pastor is my son. They say the father is supposed to teach the son. But in my case, my son has taught me more about the Bible and God's love than anyone else in my 76 years. He has renewed my faith in God. So I appreciate my son, Pastor John Ray, on this Pastor Appreciation Day.
Pastor John and Lisa, I'm so happy to have this opportunity to express to you just how much you both mean to me. The day the Lord brought me through the door of Legacy Church was a life-changing day for me. He not only brought me to both of you, but he brought me to our church family. And I just want to say thank you for everything you do, for all the love that you give, and how much you've impacted my life. Thank you. I love you both, and God bless.
Uncle John, it's Dawson, and I know I haven't been to church in a while, but you are by far the best pastor that I've ever listened to. Just the way that you include jokes into your sermons and the way that you work with the people that are in the church, it's truly amazing. And I want to thank you because your word has gotten me through plenty of struggles, this whole family through plenty of struggles, and I just want to thank you for that. Love you.
So, legacy, what does it mean to us? Legacy to me means, a family that supports me, takes care of me, wants the best for me. Without the praise team, without John, without Lisa, and all of you, I don't know where I would be right now. I don't know where we would be right now. I really don't. But I'm just super, super appreciative of you and your lady and everybody else that makes this church happen. I'm very, very grateful for this home.
Yeah. Legacy and John, Lisa, and everybody came into my life at a time where I was really lost and really searching for someone and something and some reassurance in a lot of ways. And I didn't feel more at home than here. This has been such a blessing in my life and in our lives, and I appreciate who John is and who Lisa is and what this family has become in my life and will continue to be as we start our family. So I just appreciate everything that John and Lisa do and will continue to do and to grow this family that we have here at Legacy.
Hey John, Lindsay told me to make a video for Pastor Appreciation Month, and honestly I don't know what pastors have to do with you or the church, but this is probably my favorite pasture. It's on Forestbrook Road. They got horses and they got flowers. It's pretty nice. Thank you.
Hi, John and Lisa. You know who this is. I've been in your lives for 15 to 20 years. We have just been in and out of each other's lives. You've been there for me through You've seen me through my roughest days and through my best days, and I've seen you go through rough times and good times. Our lives just continue to interchange and intertwine. You are the family that I don't have. John, you have seen and witnessed things that I've gone through in my life that nobody else understood. And I just am glad that you're part of my life, and that you're there for me. We always will be. We know that now. And your sermons are just so on target. I've seen your growth as you have seen mine, and I'm just so glad that we're family. Love you guys.
Well, John Ray, there's not too many people that I would probably do this for. I don't know that I've ever even tried to do a video for somebody else, but I was asked if I would do a video to talk about how much I've seen you grow and your years of ministry, and I've seen you grow a whole lot at some times and then be a little smaller at other times, depending on how much you're working or if you're eating that omelet that you get every day. But spiritually speaking, I've seen somebody go from a person who was kind of a assistant pastor to a pastor and kind of learn how to lead the church. And what you've meant to me over the years is you've been one of my best friends. You've been somebody that I could confide in and someone that I could talk to. There's so many similarities that we have with one another. Both of us married two of the craziest women that's ever lived on the face of the earth. So it's been good to have somebody as a sounding board to be able to talk to that understands my pain. And I appreciate you for that. And also, both of us are chaplains, so we're able to talk to each other about the different things that goes on with trying to be there for those families. But the thing that I'll never forget the most is when I was going through the toughest time in my life, how that you would take the time to call me and check on me and see how I was doing and go drink coffee and eat breakfast and all the things that you've done. So you've been kind of a steady force in my life. You've been somebody that I could rely on and somebody I could lean on. You're somebody I would like to fish with, but you're too lazy to get up early in the morning to do that. But anyway, I guess you just can't have it all. And I'm glad that you at least like an orange team, but just remember it's not the right orange team. Go Vols, and congratulations, John, in your years of ministry. God bless you, brother. I love you. Bye.
Thank you, John and Lisa, for all you have done for this church. John, you always, whenever I do prayer requests, you always say you're going to get on it. Thank you very much.
Hi, John Ray. I was asked by Lindsay to do a video to show why I appreciate you and what you mean to me over the last 10 years of knowing you. I can't believe it's been that long. And to be honest with you, I had a hard time. I really had to kind of stop and think and say to myself, I know I appreciate him and I love him, but how do I put it into words? And this is not going to do justice, but I do appreciate you very much, and I thank you for everything that you've done for me and my family. You got us through one of the most difficult times in our lives, and I cannot thank you enough for that. I do feel like you gave back my family to me, and thank you. You are a great friend to me. You are funny and kind and witty and smart, and I love all of our lunches that we have together, and you really are one of my very best friends. I love you, John Ray. I hope you have a great week.
Hey, it's your old pal, John Paul. Indiana John Paul here. Obi John, it has been an honor.
You're a real hero in my book.
Hey man, it's John Paul. I'm told I had to say something good about you. I'm going down the bypass at 65 miles an hour, but the thing keeps beeping about the stupid seatbelt. I don't know what it means. I'm supposed to put it on or something like that. Ooh, there's a cop. Holy, okay, anyway, so good stuff about you. Crap. Man, I can't think of nothing right now. Jeez, I need to pray. I need to go. Bye. Hey man, it's John Paul. In all seriousness, there's 3 things I'd like to thank you for. The first is your faithfulness. Over the years, I can count on you to always be there. No matter what comes your way or what happens, you stay faithful to the call. And that's an inspiration to people like me that are very easily excitable and easily hurt. The second is your friendship. It's very difficult for pastors to have friends. And so I'm grateful that you're a friend that I can be honest with and open with. And there'll be no judgments or criticalness or anything like that coming from you. So thank you for that. And the third one is your wisdom. I think you're a man of great wisdom, great experience, and the way that you communicate that wisdom is very peaceful and is easily received. No matter what I'm going through or what's going on in life, the way you approach me and deal with things that I have going on, it helps a lot. It's a blessing. I wouldn't be where I am without you. Thank you for saving my butt desperately those few times, and the continual saving of my butt is also appreciated. Love you. See ya. Bye.
CLEMSONTIGERS. Fight, Tigers, fight, Tigers, fight, fight, fight! Best thing you ever did was take me to a Clemson football game. That is so much fun to do something fun together. And I love to see us get excited, and it's just fun. And the only time I see you more excited is seriously when something is happening with the people in our church and the people that we love. And because relationship is so important to you, I'm going to cry. I remember when we did the evaluation for like church planners and stuff, and they said that our greatest strength and our biggest weakness would be relationships, because we are such people. And I love that you don't, it's worth the risk to you, because people are worth the risk, and you want to be involved in everyday lives, to be there for someone if they need a text or a phone call. You respond, you're approachable, and people love that about you, and I like that about you too.
Okay, Rita's personal video for John and Lisa, take 32. Hey y'all, this video, I really wanted to be funny and have something really cute and quirky going on, but I'm starting to disappoint because it's really not going to happen. I do not have time to be creative today, but I do have time to share with you on my heart that even though you're my pastor and my pastor's wife, you have certainly been my friend a whole lot longer, and I'm thankful for the time that you have been in my life. We kind of drifted apart. We had our own lives to live, and then thankful for God to put us back together and have you lead and guide me in the direction in my walk with Him. And I pray that your legacy will continue to grow and have the positive effect on my friends and my family that you've had in my life. And I'm so thankful for the both of you, and I pray that your legacy will continue until God calls us all home. Love you. Mwah.
And cut. Hey, John and Lisa. I think it's been around 7 years ago that I came to the church, and Robin Martin brought me. So, it's kind of like you're always encouraging us to bring somebody, and that's how I got here. I've loved this church. I've never wanted to go anywhere else since coming. And like Dave said, has often said, you can, sometimes he's more dressed up than the pastor. And I love that, we have a, such a liberal, dress code. And, it's just, this is a family. This church is a family. And I thank you for being our pastor, and Lisa for being our praise team leader. And I just, what can I say? Thanks.
Hey, John, it's us.
Hey.
I only got 2 words to say to you. Go Tigers!
John and Lisa, we love you. Thank you for just bringing us into this family, giving us a place to call home, a godly place, but a comfortable place. You're not just our pastor and pastor's wife, you're our friends, you're our family, and we love you. Go Cox!
And to Lisa, I'm not feeling so good, and I'm getting a hamburger and fries, and I don't care what you think, I love you.
Hey, John. We love you. You're more than just a pastor. You're a great friend. You've been here with the bad times and the good times. Go Tigers.
John Ray. So initially with this video, I was going to hold, my screen up high. I want to be in my car so nobody's listening to me or distracting me. Put makeup on, all that fun stuff. But then I forget that there's very few people in this world that know the real me, and you're one of them. So with all of that being said, I don't need to do any of that because you know the deepest, darkest, ugliest truths about me and who I am, and yet you still love me and still open your arms up for me. So I just wanted to say thank you. I appreciate you for being my friend, my pastor, my counselor, my referee, my mediator, babysitter, but most of all, my brother. You're one of the first people I met when I moved to Myrtle Beach, and I'm just grateful that you're in my life, and I'm grateful for you, your humor, your kindness, and the love that you've given me and my family. For that, I just want to say you mean the world to us. Happy Pastor Appreciation Month, John.
Seriously, you are the real deal. You're not perfect, but you're a man of integrity, and if you ever forget that you're not perfect, just ask me and I'll just kidding. Not really. But I love that you instill such good things in people, and when you read the scriptures during the week, it speaks to you, and that's what you share with us. And I love that you call me and how genuinely excited you are to read something like you've never read it before. And I love that. And I also love that you've instilled in our boys what it's like to be a good, godly man that is there no matter what. And even when we may think that they're not quite getting it, they are. And I love, I'm a Beth Moore groupie, and I love where she said that train up a child in the way he will go and he will not depart from it. And so many times we think that that means he won't turn from it. But she said, it's like a recorder in your head and you can't turn it off. That you go to do something and that voice and that just that image and that lesson and that role model is there. Those lessons are there, and that's what you've instilled in them. They can always look back and they can have something to draw from. And I'm thankful for that. And they're good boys and you're a good daddy. And I'm a good mommy. Just say it anyhow. And then the last thing is that I love the scripture that was on our wedding program. I don't remember where it was from. Somewhere in the go eat peas and carrots, go eat Philippians, Galatians, all that stuff. But it said, in and through your spirit, Lord, we can be more, much more than we ever were on our own. And I had no idea when I married a finance guy that this is where we would end up. But we have certainly become more, much more than I ever thought we would be on our own. And I am absolutely honored to walk beside you. You're a good man, and that's all. And you're not great. Don't get a big head, because you already have a fat head.
Hey, Dad. Just want to say how much I appreciate you and how I'm thankful that you're always there and you've always been there to support me when I needed it. And I tried to be as independent as I could, but at the end of the day, I was still your son. I need you sometimes, and you're always there. So thank you.
Hey, Dad. Sorry I couldn't be there. I can't believe it's already been 10 years with Legacy. We've all got such a great family there. It's amazing to see what you've built, and we're really excited to see where we take it. I love and miss you. See you soon.
I appreciate my dad because he's just all around just a forgiving and understanding guy, and he's just all around just a great person. He's a great husband and a great father. He raised one amazing kid, and the other two turned out all right. But he's very loving, and he cares what people think, and he's just an all-around great guy.